Never assume your problem is discipline. It usually stems from the beliefs you never stop to question. For a long time, I thought my issue was discipline, or focus, or motivation. It wasn't. It was the ideas I kept repeating to myself without ever stopping to ask if they were actually true. They sounded normal. Everyone said them. They felt safe. But every time I lived by them, I stayed in the same place. So this video isn't about habits or routines. It's about 7 beliefs I don't live by anymore, because every time I did, things slowed down. If you've ever felt like you're putting in effort but not really moving forward, there's a good chance one of these is sitting in the background. Let's dive straight in. 1. If it feels normal, it's probably holding me back. This belief hides in plain sight. If something feels normal, we assume it's fine. We don't question it, we just repeat it. Waking up tired feels normal. Scrolling when you're bored feels normal. Putting things off feels normal. None of it feels dangerous. But stack enough normal days together and years disappear. Here's what I realized. If something feels completely normal, it usually isn't challenging me. And if it isn't challenging me, it isn't changing me. Growth rarely feels normal at first. It feels awkward, uncomfortable, a little wrong. That feeling isn't a warning sign. It's proof you're doing something different. So I stopped asking, does this feel comfortable? And started asking, does this feel unfamiliar? Because unfamiliar usually means growth. 2, I have time, I'll start later. Later feels safe. It feels calm. It feels harmless. But later isn't real. There's a reason Parkinson's law exists. Work expands to fill the time you give it. The more time you think you have, the less seriously you take the task. Every delay trains you to lower the value of your own goals. You don't say it out loud, but the message becomes, this can wait. And eventually, nothing changes. 3, I need to find my passion first. This belief sounds inspiring. It's also misleading. Most people don't find passion, they build it. Research shows passion usually follows skill. Skill creates confidence. Confidence creates interest. Interest turns into passion. When I stopped waiting to feel inspired and focused on getting better instead, motivation showed up naturally. 4, if it's hard, something's wrong. We've been taught that struggle means failure, that if something feels heavy or uncomfortable, it must not be meant for us. That belief sounds kind, but it's dangerous. Anything unfamiliar feels hard at first. Your brain resists uncertainty. Neuroscience shows growth happens under mild stress, not comfort. 5, needing perfect balance all the time. Balance is sold like the goal, but real progress often comes from imbalance. Every meaningful phase of growth has seasons where one thing demands more attention. Athletes, builders, creators, none of them grow evenly all the time. The mistake is thinking life should feel perfectly balanced every day. That's not balance. That's standing still. 6, confidence comes before action. Confidence isn't a feeling you wait for. It's built from proof. Psychologists call it self-efficacy. Belief in yourself grows when you do hard things and survive them. Every small win becomes evidence. I stopped waiting to feel confident and started acting like someone I wanted to trust. Confidence followed. 7, I'll be happy once I reach X, once I hit the goal, once I get the money, once I'm finally there. The problem is hedonic adaptation. Humans adjust fast. The goalpost moves. The satisfaction fades. Goals matter, but tying happiness only to outcomes guarantees frustration. Meaning comes from progress, effort, and alignment, not just results. I stopped postponing happiness to some future version of my life and built it into the process instead. Here's the real issue. None of these beliefs sound wrong. That's exactly why they stick. They're held back by advice that sounds reasonable enough to never challenge. And that's the trap. You don't change your life by forcing better habits first. Habits are just the surface. You change your life by questioning the ideas quietly running your decisions, because every action you repeat is protecting a belief underneath it. Change the habit without touching the belief, and it always comes back. That's why real change doesn't start with doing more. It starts with seeing what you've stopped questioning. When your beliefs change, your behavior follows. You don't need more motivation. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to stop believing things that keep you stuck. The biggest changes in my life didn't start with action. They started when I stopped giving power to beliefs that were just pulling me down.